Welcome to Nevermind The Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind The Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airwaves on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you by our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. Yes, indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, musicians, creatives, flatters. If you have a dream, they can help you make it happen. And friends, if you are looking to join that erstwhile organization, a low one-time fee of $40. That's one-time lifetime fee gets you a webpage, a presence online that is among the best of the best. So do not test at the pinnacle of perfection, top of the chosen field. It is a serious profession. Now, join up with them. Use my link, because that helps the channel. And you might want to check out Joe Bachman's first podcast. You know, it could get you a discount, but I didn't tell you that. We're also made possible by sales of Hates and Hellfire, my horror novel. Yes, friends, we're keeping the spooky in the Appalachia over here and making things so good. I'm delighted because I've been living in the in this world now. I'm well into my second book, and we'll do that when it's accountability time. But we're also made possible by the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western manuals of defense to teach you the fine art of swordsmanship and how to apply that to a spear and how to apply that to an axe. All from the mentality of someone who's gone from never held the sword to teaching it to others. And I want you to be able to take that journey as quickly as possible with none of the heavy, annoying vocabulary in foreign languages that you find when you try to study historical manuals. I did. My style is based on a simple principle. I read as many of those manuals as I could get my hands on. Vast majority through translations and things. Did a little translating myself. And what I did is I found that somewhere between 60 and 80% of all the manuals agree. So I thought, if there's a set of actions that all the manuals basically agree on, and many of the Eastern manuals do as well, many of the Eastern styles do as well, maybe that's the part we should focus on. at least as a beginner. And by focusing on that, we can make a powerful foundation to ascend to wherever we want to be, and a foundation that is adaptable. It is one of my great passions. The other, of course, is writing games like Melee, and of course, big, stompy robots. Now, I will be at Region Con. I will be demoing big, stompy robots. I will be selling big, stompy robots. And here's the great thing for you, okay? I'm going to bring up when and where Region Con is. April 13th, 10 to 10, 500 East Joliet Street, Cherville, Indiana. It's a one-day con. It's a Saturday. Great thing is, it is free to attend unless you're gaming. Now, if you are gaming, $10 goes to help keep the con going and some charities from each person who comes through the door. However, that does not include demos. So if you want to come out and play Big Stumpy Robots for completely free, just to demo it, just to try it out, and maybe even win a very small prize, I'll be there. Because I'll be there for you to help you blow stuff up on a table. I'll be there for you to stop singing while I'm still able. Bam! Now, folks, Region Con is the spiritual successor to Arctic Con, which was for many, many years my home convention. It was the highlight of my year due to my economics. It was my Gen Con and a few other holidays all wrapped up in one. So I will always keep Region Con as a soft spot in my heart. I hope to see you there. I'm restocking my books. I'm making new materials. Basically, from now till then, it is just going to be hoofing it. And speaking of hoofing it, we're going to go right into my accountability. My accountability, first and foremost, on Haints and Hellfire 2, which may be getting a different name for the working title. I am at 23,847 words. I've started to get that sense of traction again. There's always some scene when I'm writing that just bogs. And it's not that the scene itself is bogging. It's just that it gets under you. And it becomes challenging, and you just have to work through till the dopamine reemerges to bring you forward into a delightful future. I am very pleased with this. Don Dulas, who delightfully read and reviewed the first Haints and Hellfire, she's been digesting it. She's supposed to talk to me about what she thought in its entirety. Hit a scene that really, in chapter 20, some verbiage that just disturbed her. And I found that interesting because that was right before things got a lot more interesting, at least in the more horror aspect. And I'm looking forward to hearing what she has to say about that, because this one very quickly goes what we call to the walls on this one. And it ramps up. A whole lot of things are happening very fast, as always in one of my longer functions, where the threads are weaving together in this tapestry of terror and fantasy and confusion and applied violence for my amusement. So I'm really looking forward to having that out as I blast my way through it. Probably won't be. It probably will not be till after Region Con. Now, with that being said, we need to get into our topics of discussion. We have several. First and foremost, dear friends, I want to come to you and speak on. It is Hump Day. It is Hump Day, and we can feel the weight of the world sometimes looming over us as we are creatives. Feel the burden of reality and the shackles of normalcy coming down to crush us. Don't let that get to you. Okay? Don't let the naysayers get to you. There will be people who say, you can't do this. There are people who say, it's too much. There are people who will tell you that there's no point. You're not going to make enough money. You're not going to get enough eyes on it. What's the point? I'm going to tell you what the point is, my dear friends, my viewers, my listeners. We are doing the creation. And yes, I know I had the wrong glasses on. I had to take the garbage out, and that required sprinting. We are here to make our dreams come true. And how dare any force think it has the right to have the audacity to step in my way when it comes to putting out stories that live in my mind. Because remember, we are finite beings. We are limited in our lifespan and in our abilities, but our minds are not. Our dreams are not. They are only limited by what we choose to expose ourselves to, what we choose to read and draw and then create. What comes in will produce what comes out. But friends, the great horror, the great travesty, the great tragedy of our finite being status on this material plane is that when every one of us passes, when every one of us finally succumbs to time or illness or injury or ascension, whatever, one of us leaves the mortal coil. It is not just a loss of their presence. It is not just a loss of their interaction. It is a loss of the stories untold. It is a genocide of ideas. And thus, those of us who have dreams broader than the norm, those of us who witness hope in times of darkness, those of us who have experienced history, not through books or television, but firsthand in the mud and the blood and the smoke of what happens, are obligated to our descendants to leave accurate tellings, even in our fiction, to be uncompromising in our expression of ideas. My friends, you are not mere mortals. You are not simple little drones set upon this earth to eat, sleep, defecate, fornicate, and push a button to make money for other people. No, you are creatives. You are gifted with a spark of divinity, the ability to envision worlds in your mind and then to manifest them in such a way that others may journey through the paper-bound version of telepathy, to leave sagas of your life, of your dreams, of what should be, what might be as a warning, what could be as a hope. So we're not going into this week thinking, oh gosh, it's tax season. I don't like, I can't eat that, or oh, my restaurant is closed down, or oh, the road sucks, or oh, my car. No, take that mundanity, put it in a box, and only draw from that when it suits you, when it benefits you. Put your fingers on the keyboards, on paper, on whatever medium calls to you, and create your art. Because you owe it. You owe it to the creatives who will come after you and be inspired. You owe it to the people who said you can't do it. You owe it to yourself. And you owe it to the entities that exist only here in the soggy chunk of bacon that pilots this mecha made of meat. The delightful and immeasurable and incomprehensible by current science spark that gives us at least the illusion of individuality. I personally have more faith in the nature of humanity, faith in the hope that we can be more than we appear, faith in that you all out there have wonders untapped, unknown, unshared, that only you as a living being can produce. No one can do it for you, friends. No one can come out and say, this is how we do it. No one can tell you this is your story. And brothers, they will try. But we're better than that. We're more than that. Friends, the well of your creativity is not some mere shallow puddle, not some foggy mirror reflecting what you are fed. It is deep, it is fathomless, and it is populated by wonders and terrors alike. Explore it, record it, and share it. People get confused because I mention the necessities of what we do. I talk about marketing ourselves. I talk about how we find pricing, how we find our niche, how we get our books in people's hands. But do not ever think that that is my primary motivation. It is a motivation. I need to develop a legacy that I can leave to my son to provide some even small financial security to him, because the price of living my life the way I have has been that my finances have not been what I would seek. And that has limited me. But that is not the primary goal. That is one goal, and an important goal, and an important reason. But you never do anything for one reason. Things you do for one reason and only one reason are more apt to fail. The more logic, the more thought that props up what you do, the more you can. The more you can be comfortable that you've chosen a path that matters. And friends, I might be a little fire and brimstone this hump day. I might be feeling the fury of creative passion, but we were not created to suffer bland lives. Now, there are some out there whose whole life, whose goal is peace and prosperity and the gentle company of those they love. And that is a noble goal. That is a righteous goal in my mind. And there's no shame in it. But some of us, those of us who could no more stop writing, stop drawing, stop crafting, than stop breathing for long periods of time, we are called to a purpose. And I believe outside of occupation, outside of employment, outside of job, every one of you who's watching this live, who's watching this in the future, who's watching this now, has a calling of some sort, a desire, a need to create something, to do something. I have one. I don't fully understand it, because for me, my path is complex. It is winding and wandering. It has taken me through dark, dark places and areas of such light and beauty that it pains your eyes and wounds your soul. And through either end, we come out transformed and transfigured better to do that which comes after. And part of that passion, my friends, part of that hope, part of what drives me to do what I feel is my calling is to create. Because through creation, I can serve the stories. I can serve the weave of ideas and dreams and hopes and fate and destiny as it snakes its way through time. And from that platform, I come into the places where I can serve to nudge people. Because I'm not a man of wealth or power or renown. I have very little of those things. I'm not a strong man. I'm not a fast man. I'm certainly not a terribly handsome man. And for being as intelligent as I am, oftentimes I'm not a very smart man. I make mistakes frequently and with style. But I make them and I learn from them. And the platforms that I build, the projects that I seek, the art that I sketch, even if it's just silly anime girls, even if it's silly sunsets, even if it's the silly stuff I'll be doing later in this broadcast, because it is a Wednesday, friends, serve what I refer to as the gig. And for me, above all else, always in the background, if I am doing right in the world, it follows the gig. The ever-changing job, the pressure to, hey, turn over there, take a turn here. And I do, and there's somebody who I'm just in a position to help. Or when it comes over me, the desire to just talk to somebody, make sure they're okay. I can't explain it. I can't define it. It is a higher thing than I. And regardless of whatever system of faith you may or may not hold, regardless of your position on divinity, may it be simple or complex, orthodox or heresy, I believe that if you pay attention, you'll find moments and realize, in this moment, I am doing what I am supposed to do. And that little electric fire crackles in the back of your mind. And some part of you deep inside grows. And that growth is shared through the arts. And I mean all of them. Through writing, through drawing, through fiber arts, through painting, through digital arts, through martial arts. The discussion of our souls is made manifest. And in the light of that idea, do you sit there before your phone and computer and say this? Do you say, look, dude, I'm just a guy. I go to XYZ factory, I push the button, I go home, I watch TV, I go to sleep. Lather, rinse, repeat till I'm dead. Everyone I know who is on that path, and there's no shame in it, it's a noble path to work consistently to make something, to provide for yourself and your family. Whatever your occupation is, it has value. Don't mistake me. But in your time, make sure that that's all you want. Because I carry the regret of failure and mistake heavy. I carry the scars of errors, both, well, whatever it would be for all three, both spiritual, mental, and physical. But nothing has weighed heavily as the regret of not acting at points in my life, when either I was completely too weak to, or I lacked the conviction to. To not try may be one of the greatest sins ever, because one may fail, one may succeed, but one must not surrender to the comfort, the gray cloud of a passionless, unexamined life. And the great thing is, my friends, my colleagues, everyone in the chat right now is creating. Everyone in the chat right now has a dream of some sort, big or small. And they are doing something about it. And all 69 comments, which is nice, waiting to be addressed, have value and interest, and in many ways are far more interesting than anything I can give you. So what we're going to do, friends, is I am going to run my dear friend Joe's ad, because he sponsors the show. Eventually, after my StreamYard fanciness runs out, I will be porting some things over. It should not show up as a change on your end, but it will shift a lot of things on my end to make things less expensive for Joe, make things easier for the people I can trust to have ops, and being able to trust folks with something as dear to me as access to my channel is a rare and powerful thing. And it's something I've had to learn because life taught me otherwise. Life tried to teach me to trust no one. It tried to teach me to fear everyone I contact with, because for long periods of my life, especially young, if I met somebody, very likely they would do me harm. Very likely, if there was a touch, pain was involved. And that scars sometimes. And it makes you nervous and jumpy and fearful. But such things can be overcome. Such things can be transcended. And I am grateful in ways I can't say to people like Joe Bachman and Trey Bachman and a few others, and many people in this chat, who with their kindness, with their humanity, with their inspiration, remind me it is possible to help people and not be harmed in the process. It is possible to give a light without igniting myself for fuel, though I still do anyway. And these kind of people deserve every good that I can facilitate. And if those are the kind of people you want to associate with, if you want to be connected to the kind of people who will help build a rising tide that lifts all boats, those of us in yachts and those of us clinging to driftwood alike, you want to be associated with those people, friends, this is where you go. Yep, friends, I know perhaps I came on a little impassioned today, and I do have something to share with you that I am very, very pleased to have acquired before we get in because I forgot to mention it. I kind of had the fire lit under me today. I kind of had that motivation to get out there and elevate. But I got something really cool. Now, this will be attached to one of my tables, but check this kind of miniature drafting board out. Now, long-time viewers and folks will know that I have had a bit of a passion for mechanical drafting since middle school when I was first exposed to it. And I had a very nice sliding bar art table that was damaged in the move. And because it was a fairly precision instrument, I've not been able to repair or replace it properly. But this is great. It will only let me really work. Well, no, I should be able to work. Yes, I should be able to work on the vertical axis as well. I'll just have to flip it over. Excellent. This will let me work with mechanically drafting, doing frames and things. And it means that should I acquire something called an Ames lettering guide, it will be compatible with this little device. Now, I usually do my artwork on 8.5 by 11 or 8.5 by 5 by 5.5, which should fit and be secured to this lovely device. I am really, really looking forward to using this. And it will help me render out perhaps more complex versions of Big Stompy Robots. It will help me render out all sorts of things. And force me to renew some of my architectural studies. Because that will help me with the backgrounds. Even when I do stuff digitally, I like a mechanical version. So I'm very excited about that. I'm also very excited about some things that I have known are coming down the pipe, and I hope Trelena is in the chat to talk about them. We will see. I never preview the chat until it's time to discuss, and I'm getting right into it because as interesting as I am, and boy, I'm interesting, the chat is always more so. Now, I will be on turbo mode because my intro went way longer than it's normally supposed to. But it was Wednesday, and I kind of had the fire lit under me. And I will then be switching over to an art stream for the second hour or so of the program to do at least the first, hopefully all three of the thumbnails for the channel for next week's programming. Should that not be made manifest, then I will have to do an extra art show. Oh no, I know that breaks your hearts. But be gentle with me, guys. All right? Now, with all that said, let's get into the chat. First through the door is Dawn Dulas rising above us. Here comes the dawn. Shooby-dooby. Here comes the dawn. It's all right now. Because she's the creator of Her Fashionable Felines. And you can hear about their stories over on Facebook. Good morning, Dawn. And yes, it's the Duck and Daffodils Day. As per requested by our lovely audience, there was a complex ask, not quite commission, but request for a Duck and Daffodils by a gravestone. I do hope Sarah is here to enjoy it. We're followed by Donna Carleen coming in, keeping the mojo in the dojo. Hey, Donna. And silly caps lock. Silly caps lock? Letters are for kids. No, morning, Donna. And everybody must still be on BCAM's special broadcast. I unfortunately missed that because I was dealing with my garbage can trying to get away thanks to the brief bout of about 35-mile-an-hour winds, sending it like, the Dukes of Hazzard flying down the road. It was a challenging morning, and I'm here for it because it means that the afternoon should be a bit better. And Thesis is saying morning to the lovely ladies, which means he's not addressing me. Maybe Joe. Joe's pretty. but I'm not. Uh, Good morning, Trey. Speaking of pretty, how are you, love? Uh, I got to see the video you sent Amanda last night, and it was delightful. And I could explain it, and I probably will later, but until I get to it, I'm going to let you guys think about what kind of videos Joe's wife sends my wife. Have fun with that. Anyway, good morning, folks. How's the job site this morning, Trey? Yes, Trey is live on the site telling us that it is cold and windy. Well, hurry up, get your job done so you can get home with Joe and Hobo and Bread and snuggle down and just enjoy the warmth of hearth and home. Hey, Trey, Thesis, and Joe. Donna's greeting everyone, and Dawn's greeting everyone, and Trey's greeting everyone. Well, tonight will warm you up, Trey. Super excited. Yes, tonight is a very, very special of The Burning is Yarn, wherein Joe will be doing his projects and Trelena will be doing hers. And it will be great to see. I'm excited. You should be too. Hey, Train Joe, things will be mailed out today, finally. Woot! And so am I. No idea how long it will take to get to you, but I will be keeping an eye on it. And Joe says, your package is located somewhere between Salt Lake City and its final destination. Pretty sure I could have driven it there by now and made it back home, and I have no doubt. So probably Provo today, and then here tomorrow. That's usually the way it goes. I love Provo, Utah. Not that I've ever been there to the best of my recollection, but that is the home of the Dry Bar Comedy Club, where I get to watch a lot of comics do stand-up that's safe enough that I can have it running with Xander in the room. And I do find that delightful. Not that I am uncomfortable with, the more adult language or subjects in my comics. I was born in the 80s. We had Andrew Dice Clay and George Carlin before he became Mr. Conductor. Because, of course, if you're going to have Ringo Starr of the Beatles play your magical miniature conductor on a children's program, when he retires, the only person who could possibly logically replace him would be George Carlin. I don't make this up. I think one of the Baldwins might have been involved in that role, too. Strange places I go, even when I'm watching children's programming. But I would ask if you sent it Pony Express, but it would have gotten there 3 days ago if you had. Well, thank you, Trey. You see, when he said Pony Express, it reminded me of one of my favorite movies of all time that gets panned by critics and fans alike, The Postman. And yeah, now I have to watch that movie. Thank you. I hope it is an indication of how long it will take going the other way. You never know. And Donna said, laughing at Trey, I love when things bounce between St. Louis and Chicago. We're just wondering if they could drop it out of a plane between the numerous miles the package is accumulating. I'll tell you, the conditions some of my packages come look like they've been dropped out of a plane. And Carl Witzman, the reincarnation of Rasputin himself, is wishing everyone a good morning. Carl, are you familiar with a program called Cinema Therapy on YouTube? If not, you may like it. A filmmaker and his actual therapist review different films and movies and even TV. I think it's almost strictly movies from the perspective of therapy and mental health of either the characters or how it affects the viewer. Fascinating program. I recommend that one to everyone. They just did one about Uncle Iroh, so it was very good indeed. I promised to share this link to help Amy Hale and family at GoFundMe, raising more than just awareness. Rachel Dugan. All right, yes. Apparently, Amy Hale's daughter, Rachel, attempted to take her own life. and they are trying to raise funds to address that. That is a subject that is very near and dear to our hearts in this area, and it is a subject that we will be always welcome to discuss, and you'll find very little judgment because there are a great many of us, ourselves included, who could wear the semicolon. So if you have the means to help them, please do. If you don't, please promote this GoFundMe where you can. Hey, Carl. Hey, Witzman dude. Calvin is out of my face, running down for more coffee. Get that coffee. Better run fast. It's almost time. Here we go. It's Nick time. Everybody be sure to like and share. That's right, friends. I love all 19 of you watching. Please like this video. Please share it wherever it can. Please make it possible to bring more people into the shenanigans that we represent here in the cluttered room that is my background. And good morning to the folks over here on X and Twitter. Yes, to the Twix eaters. I love each and every one of you. Don't be afraid to weigh in and comment, because just like the Facebook folks, you are more than welcome to share your piece. We can see it now. And please share my post there as well. And Foxy's still waking up. Morning, all. Well, Foxy, if there's something worth waking up to, it's you. And he'll be fine, especially since he's getting coffee. And Trey's laughing at the priorities, and we're joined by Grant Lankard. Grant Lankard is the man, the myth, the legend behind the Cryptids comic, which I think has done very well. I may run the ad in a bit. We'll have to see how the time is, because Wednesdays get a little convoluted. Morning, Foxy and Carl. Hey, Grant. Good morning. And my personal favorite shipping story is how, when I bought a bow for my dad, it did the Salt Lake to Provo thing, then went past us to Hurricane, which is in the bottom of the corner of the state, then back up to us. There is a place called Shenandoah, Illinois. For many, many months, actually a couple of years, if our package went to Shenandoah, Illinois, we knew we weren't getting it. There was something very wrong with their department, to the point we didn't even mess around with reporting to Amazon. We looked up the number and called them direct to ask, what's going on with our packages? Because we tracked it down. So I understand the horror of trying to get things through the mail. That's right, Trey. Morning, Grant. Morning, Grant. Hi, Trey. Morning, Grant. Hello, everyone. Hey, Grant. I love watching a package go from Chicago to Indianapolis, back to Westville when shipping via UPS. Absolutely. And Trey's accountability posted my first video. Yes, Trey. Get it, girl. Get it. And we'll be on the Burning is Love stream tonight. We will be watching, barring technical difficulty. Yay, Trey. And the Burning is Yarn will be tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time. Look for Mag's Mischief Fiber Arts YouTube channel for Mag's pre-stream talk and the design. Oh, it's pre-stream talk about the design she will be creating. So if you're following along, you'll know what kind of yarn to have, what kind of hook to have, where she got her pattern. It is really, wonderful how it's going on. And it gives us another channel to subscribe to, which I want to see those numbers go up. So please put the direct link to that YouTube channel in the chat, Joe or Trey or someone else with it. And Grant Lankard, accountability. I've been working really hard on the Beowulf prequel sequel. I might have to break it into 2 issues instead of 1. Darn, Grant. Oh, it wounds me to see more Beowulf content. Oh, my heart aches. And Donna squealing for Trey. I'm looking forward to tonight, Trey. Your first video was well done. There were so many PEBCAC errors, but I got put up, LOL. Wait, we got that one. PEBCAC, because I am the problem. This message brought to you by the amazing Joe Bachman. Thank you for this graphic. Anyway, I could never ever look down on someone for a PEBCAC error. I am a walking, talking PEBCAC error. I mean, you have to remember that Joey is trying to go all somewhere between the Man in the Iron Mask and Tony Stark Iron Man on me to try to get me into some kind of Faraday suit / cage / box for the good of all. I think the man supposes that I'm calling the solar flares down upon us. And the nodding is severe and true. Thank you, Joe. I feel the love. You know, I'm going to wake up one of these days with that faint smell of, hey, does this rag smell like chloroform to you? And I'm going to wake up, you know, wrapped in a world of copper or metal of some sort, grounded to the floor, which, ironically, Joe's not the first person to try to plug me into electronic devices for bizarre means. Probably won't be the last. Thanks, Thesis. I would have never done it without this community. Yes! See? That's what I'm talking about! Man, I went full chimpanzee on that one. And Joe says, I'll have my trusty D10 with me for demo BSR. As long as it remains your D10 and no one sees, touches, looks at it, smells it, do not lick the D10! Ugh. Oh, accountability. Did a few deep clean things yesterday, but stayed within the limits. Felt sort of motivated. My accountability was yesterday was my lovely son's birthday. So we spent the extended weekend first visiting my parents so that he could enjoy some time over there. Had a wonderful time, shot pool with them. It was delightful. And then he got a few more presents, so he got to spend his birthday in the fashion he enjoyed, which was to play Minecraft, watch Minecraft, and build Legos. He had a very good time, and he's very appreciative of the gifts that he was given. So my son, guys, when I think of him, he's this little guy, about, hip high on me, holding my hand while we go down to the beach. At some point, I blinked. And now he's 6 foot tall and 15 years old. And I'm just trying to do right by him. I think I'm going to run an ad. Give me a second.
Sasquatch, the Loch Ness Monster, Mothman, the Jersey Devil, Chupacabra. For millennia, these creatures have perplexed the human race. But what if they are forces of good? What if they have been sent here by a federation of more advanced alien species to help and defend the human race? That's the premise of League of Cryptids, a new comic book by Grant Lankard, creator of the smash hits Beowulf and Memoirs of the Morbid. His new comic, League of Cryptids, is a 4-part story involving these 5 creatures banding together to defend Earth from an invading alien race, just as one of their members is losing faith in the human race and questioning their mission. The epic tale begins in League of Cryptids 1.
All right, folks, we got about 10 minutes till I have to get into the chat. Sorry about that. And we heart you, Trey, even though my pinky even waves. Yep, we love Trey. What's the other one? You could try and do it this way, I just have to be careful because that gets a little too close to some other signs. And Joe says, I probably should figure out a design for tonight. If only you'll have a time where people are doing designs to work on that, Joe. And Trey's giving the love. And yeah, sure, Trey. Blame us. Thesis has to do the black hearts because he's a metalhead. Sometimes the story demands to expand. It was supposed to be 200 words. It was supposed to be 200 words or so. I'm on the second book. Oh, Lord Almighty. Disturbed me in, well, not a good way, but I was like, hot dang. Well, that's the point of horror. I have to occasionally give you a what the is going on. You know, got to keep you on your toes. I need to check out this video, Trey. Yes, you do. It's a quick one, Grant, but it's good. Grant, did you know you own a specific word? And that's the link to the video, I imagine. And yes, but I can only make, references to that word. Only jokes, only an homage to that word. I hope that's not an insult. God, that's funny. It's about 7 minutes, and you can tell it's my first, but now I have to start. Can't improve if you don't start. Yes! I almost say that every broadcast. Get me headbanging over here. Guys, feel free to go way back in on this channel and way back on the Historical Fencing Guild and look at my early broadcasts. Look at my early films. You have to start somewhere. Cool, Trey. Yeah, Trey. You wrote on your blank page metaphorically. Absolutely. Lisa says, my first stream was a train wreck, Trey, but I've improved since then. You're doing great, Thesis. I do try to stay out of your chat when I watch it because I feel I don't ever want my personality to interfere with your presentation style. So many times I'm watching it, I just don't intrude because you're finding your rhythm and you need to, and you're doing great. It was oddly more intimidating to talk to a camera with no feedback than it is in a live stream. And your stream is awesome, Thesis. I always have a sad when I realize it's break week for your show. And yes, guys, that is a speaking out to the void when you are recording is hard. Speaking out to the void when you're live streaming is a special kind of hard. But you can get through it. You can get better. My first stream... Oh, yeah, we said that. Sorry. Someone put a quarter in Brother Nicholas today. Yes, sir, they did. And I appreciate every donation. In fact, if you want to help put quarters in me and keep me going, you can do so easily through paypal.me/Nicholas Tockert. I accept all donations. Hashtag always promote. But he's right. Thank you, sir. Believe me, if I could do every Saturday, I would, Trey, but I got to pay the bills, so work comes first. Amen! Amen from Sister Trey. Sometimes we need to be reminded of the beauty of being human with fire and brimstone. Friends, I bring you what you seek, be it the soft-spoken kindness or the rage and fury of my passion. Picks up brimstone, lights a cigar with it. Hope Alec is doing okay today. To the best of my knowledge, Alec is doing his homework. And as he is not here to hear this, Alec has needed some assistance due to some things going on with his homework. So my lovely wife has taken on a educational coach role officially, which means I'm on that unofficially. So that means I expect each and every one of you to support, nudge, corral, and otherwise bug our dear friend Alec to completing their assignments before they come play, because they have a lot to do. And as much as I love having them in the chat, he's a good guy, but he needs to do his homework because he's got a scholarship with the Chicago Institute of Art, and he's got to get through this high school BS to get there. And we're going to do everything we can to help. I'm still half of work. Sleep. I was at work till 1 a.m. You have my condolences, Grant. Nick said 69. With 69 comments, though, where's Sarah, Lamau? That may summon her. It might indeed. That or she needs to nap. I respect sleep. Dawn, I'll use the Ouija mints. Ho, don't do it. Goodbye. No, 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 and no. That work for you, sir? No. No. I got a whole pocket full. No. Oh, what's this? Is it? Another pocket full. No. It's right by my pocket full of shh. I got that on speed draw. That's right. Those may work. They will not. Makes protection ward against Witzman dude in his Ouija mitts. Someone should! Oh, Dark Mistress of the Right. God, we need your caffeinated soul here. Got a ring of road salt. Oh, no. I love the metaphysical nature of my chat. That's a neat little drop. It really is. And it only was like 20 some odd bucks. It ended up being about 30 with shipping and everything. They're a lot. It's lightweight. It is not a full power kind of unit, but it will do a lot of good and with some slight modifications be utterly delightful. Yeah, I'm going to ask you to stop doing that, at least without a permit and permission slip from the rest of the chat. That's awesome. Mechanical drafting I love mechanical drafting. It is one of those things I take great comfort in. I just have to find my little triangles of the normal, because I don't have a 30 degree. I know I can make a 30 degree, but I do like having my actual triangles. So that's part of I have to set up things better in my study because I need to make that work. Good morning and happy hump day, everyone. Happy hump day, Chris Walker. LOL thesis, it would be different if I believed in Ouija, or anything for that matter. Carl. Dear Carl. Mr. Witzman. You don't have to believe in the forces of darkness, good sir. They believe in you. Hey, Chris. Latinos Against Spookies does not approve this path, Carl. Chris. Morning, Chris. Everyone's great, Chris. And I got to get going because I am officially behind. We don't summon demons. Threatens newspaper BAP. I don't have that, so Oh, Tawny's amazing. I can't remember her last name. And let's see. I think you missed Carl. Got Chris instead. He's only an hour behind in these comments as of the time he's reading them. Wow. Eerily on point. Good morning to the lovely Miss Saren. I am so pleased you're here because, guys, I got to show my wife Miss Saren's a beautiful video. And on this third or fourth watching, I caught a delightful reference that warmed my soul. You don't believe in snow. That's certainly novel. And so please, guys, subscribe to Miss Saren the Siren over on YouTube. She is a delight, a wonder. And not just because she's doing the audio version of Haints and Hellfire. Although, gosh, does that warrant it. She's on that list of people I'll probably be promoting forever and a day. And okay, Sarah may be the Dark Mistress, but she is a demon. No, but the aim on those things is not terribly accurate. Trey, and nope, I don't speak in foreign languages that I don't know what's being said. Morning, Miss Saren, and morning, Saren. Morning in listening mode, says Sarah. Well, welcome back. She has risen from her lovely crypt, creaked open the casket, surrounded by the clocks in the dark clock tower in the forgotten woods of my mind. How are you doing? My left index finger is in a splint. Oh no, lost a battle with a dumbwaiter putting truck away yesterday, and I'm left-handed. My gracefulness is facepalm. Oh, you poor thing. Well, you take it easy, dear. No need for rapid trap typing and morning Trey, morning Foxy. It worked. Holy poop, it worked. And see, I don't believe in it, but I'll use it for my own gains. Sarah or Chris, either are nice additions. Hey, Joe, what about Twirling with Twine, the name for trade show? LOL. Morning, Miss Sarah. Takes forever to freaking comment. I understand. Poor Sarah Finger. And we got greetings, and we have so many greetings. So I'm going to click through this because I have to get to where I can start art. Morning, Sarah. Hi, Dawn. Morning, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Chris Walker. The fiber burns. If the fiber is burning, you are either eating the wrong fiber or you're crocheting too quickly. Do not eat your crochet. And at Sarah S., I summoned you with spooky Ouija mutants. You are putting the tired in my retired status, Carl. And Chris is greeting everyone, including Xander, Manda, and Nick. And everyone's greeting. Lamau Ouija board made by Parker Brothers and sold at Toys R Us. Does it mean I have not seen them used for ill effect and had to clean up the mess? Please don't. And in fact, if you're doing anything metaphysically, please be sure to clean up your circles after you're done. You open a circle, you close a circle, friends. Hi, Crisp. And more greetings. And hey, guys, it's okay. I just can't type very well. That's okay. Sobbing and having to burn so many Ouija boards because people make poor choices. I had a birthday party ruined because I had to deal with some of that. So I had to be in that mentality. The burning wood and fiber fidgets. Now, Joe, I saw that look, sir. I saw that look. She used burning and Ouija board in the same. Joseph Stalin Bachman, because I couldn't remember your middle name. Don't you do it, sir. No. See, this man is plotting something diabolical. I know about the evil QWERTY Ouija board plan. No, sir. No. Yeah. Back in your box. Okay. Cinema therapy, I'll have to check that out. I watched one called My Little Thought Tree, who looks at shows via Psycho Point of Truth. He did Breakfast Club, character by character. Yes, cinema therapy is very good for looking at things like, what are the best relationships? What are the worst? Because he the gentleman who's in it, and I can't remember either of their names, but the therapist is a family therapist. And hail fam, been there like Rachel, loves so much love sent their way. I'm glad. If any of you guys have time, could you please share out the links to my Kickstarter? Is the craziest thing. My total is going down instead of up. Happy birthday, Xander. I'll have to tell him. All these people said happy birthday. Absolutely, Grant. Can you put the link in the chat? Happy birthday, Xander. I've shared it around some, Grant. bit.ly/League of Legends. I think I've shared it around, Grant. Can't believe how much it's on. And he greatly lamented not being able to see you guys. But it just didn't come together as well as it could have for, an assorted reasons. Xander is an amazing friend. I'm glad to call him my friend. An amazing individual. I'm glad to call him my friend. And Xander. And Miss Saren and Donna, we got Greens Woodsman dudes. Could you send me the Amy link in Messenger so I can post it on my page? Happy birthday, Xander. I'll be sharing my Facebook as well. I posted it on Facebook. Feel free to share it. Accountability. Did my first stream on Twitch yesterday. Sadly, I didn't realize there was a setting I had to turn on to save it, but I'll stream again Saturday. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I was going to catch that after because it was my son's birthday. But we look forward to seeing it. Homage, that's that word again. Hey, Whelp, what's happening? Nick, you do an awesome and amazing job in raising and taking care of Xander. He is happy and he knows he is loved and cared for. He has a kind and huge heart. You've done very well. Thank you. And I'm not gonna get misty-eyed. That's awesome, Saren. And Donna Beckett's wife was named Donna. And thanks, Trey. LOL. Not bugging you now, thesis. It just clicked in my head. Cheering on Alec, please do. I'm waiting for Nick's face to turn bright red like Brother Love from the WWE. It can happen, but usually not when I am on a happy motivational one. You need some real righteous indignation and fury to burn up from the bowels. You said no, and Hulu stops and looks at the TV like, what did I do? So, at one point, there was a misbehaving dog at one of my friend's houses. Actually, Steve. It was while he was still married, and we had some friends over, and I told the dog to sit. Unfortunately, I used the voice. And in using the voice, the dog sat. The young lady who was in a maid uniform sat, and we'll say the mistress of the house got halfway down before she realized it. I have to be careful with words like no and sit. And occasionally, good girl. In the right situation, these words with the right tone can cause unforeseen actions. So I apologize for startling Hooli. LOL, Hooli. Hey, Hooli. Can't wait to say hi to Julie tonight. She's got quite the fan club, doesn't she? Rightly so. And please let Alec know if he needs help on assignments that you two can't help with. He can reach out to me. My background is a little different, so I might be able to give another perspective. Trelena, my dear, my little G goddess. That way I don't get in trouble with the boss. Not only have I foresought taking you up on that, I will mention that Alec is behind due to some hand issues in his studies on ASL. If only there was someone I knew who might be able to help with that. I would never plot against you. Thanks for playing my trailer, Nick. And all animals that own the humans in this chat are part of the exclusive club. Absolutely. We need a fan page for the pets. And she's one of the few pups. A lot of cats, but I don't think I've seen any other dogs. There aren't many dogs. Hooli has her own Facebook page. 2 rats as well. Oh, and great gravestone in the cover pic behind the duck. That was just for you, Sarah. That gravestone rose to bring darkness and confusion to that happy little spring image of a duck in the daffodils, solely at your benefit, dear. Enjoy the power. I've read your books. He means we don't summon demons unless they're attractive. Woo! Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Wow. Y'all, I just laughed so hard I nearly blacked out. I swear. Oh my gosh. That was funny. That was funny. No. I need to share posts on the kids' page that are of their friends. Yes, you do. I don't know how to get to Hooli's page anymore. Caffeinated, getting there, typing, epic fail. Yep, a little reference for those who know. Oh, and very soon you'll get access. Once the second one is up, it's just going to get delightful. Trust me. You're making up for it with enthusiasm, Sarah. Rasputin powers! I've raised the nearly dead. Now I believe. And power perceived is power achieved. I learned that from a great movie from the bad guy's perspective. Actually, it was Ernie Hudson who said that in The Substitute. I caught that reference first listen, Saren. Hence, that's why I commented what I did. Yeah, I saw that thesis. Oh my God, the timing with the summoning and your arrival. Thesis. Yep, that's a plotting face if ever I saw one. I don't know what you're talking about. And I went to birthday party in my neighborhood as a teen and had to leave because some nunnut pulled out a Ouija board. Then they wondered why things started going wrong for every one of them. I'll write this piece out. Joseph Stalin block. I couldn't think of another Joseph that wasn't sacrilegious. Never done Ouija, never will. Good. Friends don't let friends do Ouija. Facebook.com/George and Buddy. For those of you who don't remember, that is, what's this? It's a double dose of Dawn's fashionable felines. And I will say, in all honesty, no joke, that is one of my favorite character creations I've ever done. I've had to deal with that mess as well. Burned it, then not burned. Well, Pain in the People's Dabbly took 5 minutes to type, but I have to agree with you. Oh, I had one try that not burned game, but I was raised Catholic, and we understand two things very well, faith and fire. So, yes. The bad part is, I'm not Russian. I'm German, LOL. Well, yes, Bachman. There's nowhere I can go with that won't get me in trouble, so I'm going to keep going. Julie, ducking autocorrect, Hooli. Yeah, autocorrect likes her name. And Nick, looking like Bruce Pritchard, brother love. See, but my eyes are not black as coal, though I bet you could hear yourself sweat as I walked in. One of the greatest sermons ever written. I'm serious. One of the greatest sermons ever written is Brother Love's Travel and Salvation Show. I don't care what anybody says. That is golden. I also get hula hoop on occasion. Now, Foxy, I try to be a good man, as good as I can be. I try to be a fairly moral man, as much as I can be. However, I will tell you that the contemplation of you hula hooping is more than a little problematic, dear. And yes, a hula hoop filled with salt is easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I still would love to see Dean Winchester hula hooping his way through a haunted house. Like, nope, you can't touch me. The man has the abs for it, and his hips, they do not lie. Doesn't he need a tennis racket? Right, Chris. So, message me pics of your kids and with what are they thinking, saying blurb, and I'll post it on Georgette and Buddy's page. Ooh. I'm sure Joe and I will spam you with hobo and bread memes. Yes. Squeak, my babies. We will have to get a good pic of Hooli for Dawn. As sweet. Remember, demons may take the form of attractive humans, but inside they are scary, dangerous, and ugly. Don't fall for it. Absolutely. Now I want to listen to Poor Man's Poison. Because I am the righteous hand of God. I am the devil you forgot. Yes, friends. And with that, I'm going to run an an ad. I'm going to read an ad. Oh, I'm going to run an ad or two, and then I'm going to switch over and get some art done because, whoa, is it artsy fartsy time. So let's see. Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. What is the lesson that we should learn? And stop. Also, a quick note on, at I believe 1 o'clock my time, I have to be done because Daphne is doing art streams that will be involved in focused practice work with hands and other things. And I believe that is either Wednesday at 1 or Wednesday at 4, so I have to double check. But as I may have been partially responsible for nudging the request of that, because I would never nudge and and try to get my dear loving friends to create things that could be beneficial for all. No, that's never happened. Yeah, I should probably be there. Yeah, let's see. We got 4 comments real quick. And Wheel of Morality, that takes me back. Bonus points to Foxy for catching that. Yes, imagine Foxy girl hula hooping. Keep that image in your mind. It will make the rest of your day interesting for sure. I used to be really good at it. Now I don't know. It could be something that something that to practice. Sorry, I'm distracted by the contemplation. Grant says I took a break from the show to take a shower, and it looks like Nick moved on to drawing. Just getting started. It's that part. I like Daphne a lot. She's nice. Great timing. And Key lunchtime. See everyone Friday. If not before, laters. Yep, folks. And as we get into this file, new, bam. As we get into this, yay! Please, please. I don't know, friends. I don't even know what I was going to ask. We're going to chill. Now, I may get behind in the comments. I'm sorry for that. But let's just open up. And let's open up a little different than we have. Airbrush. Oh, wait. File. I know. Time lapse. Record time lapse. Yay. Now, since you guys really don't need to worry about seeing me while I'm doing this, I'm going to go bye-bye. I could do this, but you don't need to see me, do you? Nah. There we go. All righty, we are hopping and popping. We have the airbrush, and we're starting with purple sky because I want a purple sky. I want that nice evening feel. We just had the equinox, and I will tell you, friends, that I can feel the change in the energy. I can feel the shift as the world comes alive, bringing us joy and hope, despite the omnipresence of news and current events. Now, I want to soften some of those lines up, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab a truly honking soft airbrush. See, I don't want to lose all the structure, just a little bit of it. It's still faintly there. We may lose more, but that's okay. And we'll go back up to like 100 there. We'll leave that alone. Grab our thick brush. And I really look forward to when you start working on Paul Bunyan Kaiju Hunter series. I hope I'm not being obnoxious by nudging you. Not at all. It's one I have to redraw. It's just I have several deadlines on other projects coming first. If you get into the Leafy Moss folder, however, you can find the original series, the original short that was done when my hands were still needing to redevelop. It's one of those ideas where I'm like, why didn't I think of that? By Donna Carl, Kitty Lunch, and Angie said she wanted to say want something healthy for lunch. Any ideas? Salad, grilled chicken. Actually, a nice grilled chicken with proper spicing could be delightful. But it's been a while since I properly Bob Rossed, so let's grab a nice mid-gray. We've got a thick oil brush. I think I'm parked at 20, which is normally where I live. And I'm going to take it oh, no. Almost made an error. Hold on. We need another layer. It's a normal layer. That's fine. Do I want to add clouding to the back layer before I do? Actually, I think I do. So we're going to go back to the bottom layer and back to the airbrush. And we are going to grab a pinkish color. Let me think. The mountain is going to be roughly here, about 2/3. So the clouding should be opposite the mountain and sort of breaking as the cold air of the mountain comes clumbering down into the valleys and such below. So what we're going to do, and I know that looks very subtle. No, I didn't miss the hula hooping hoolie idea, but I don't have a hoolie art reference. And sushi can be very good, but watch the calorie count because sushi could sneak up on you. Let's see, where's the sun? Yeah, we're going to creep it down here like this because the sun is basically set. And this is going to make a lot more sense. And then let's get a slightly, ooh, that's awful blue. How is that? Okay, that'll work. No, it's too blue. That's too much. That's way too much. Undo button is your friend. Let's go there. Oh, that's the color of the background. Okay. Let me try this then. There we go. There. This is one of those where pressure sensitivity is going to be a thing. I have to just kind of ghost that here. So I'm barely touching the board. There we go. That's going to look good. That's going to look good. All right, back to the normal layer. Back to our oil paint brush. And how do we like it? We like it thick. Now I have a better idea where the mountain is because you want to think about how weather actually works. And thank you. I am incredibly easily distracted. The medication can only do so much. But look, we can come right here. And I know, friends, I am aware. I am aware. I might have made that a little too hot. That this color is not terribly attractive by itself. I'm also going to get a big old brush on this one. I need some, yeah. Let's get some thickness in here to get the shape, but I know. I could just use the fill line method, but I have enough time right now that I'm going to enjoy it a bit. And I also know that this is where the trees are going to be, but regretting not doing that cloud on a separate layer. Let me see. How's that look? Yep, I'll probably do some additions to that cloud. Okay, because this looks a little sedate. Oh, okay, I get what's going on. Okay, we can work with this. That's okay. Now we're going to come to here. And we're going to go back. Let's just split the difference to a 50. We're just pulling it. Remember, the secret to drawing mountains, guys, is that they are moving things. They are living, moving things. Erosion and wind is always working to shape and change the mountain. Gravity is constantly pulling on the mountain, trying to shift it down. The struggle is real and it's eternal, at least by our understandings. When you realize that the Appalachian Mountains are older than bone, you start to understand a glimpse into the majesty of the world around us. And we have to appreciate that. So when you're doing your mountain, you always want to work your lines and your understanding downward. It should always pull down. Shading, especially a piece like this, can be kind of challenging because what we have going on, and I'm going to work on this a lot more than it probably needs, but going slightly darker tint, going slightly smaller brush. There we go. Strong, comfortable strokes. Now I'm leaving. Sorry, my voice is a little. Do, 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 do. No, that's not. Do, 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 do. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Nikki Prize. Our ongoing mission to seek out new art and new ideas, to spread motivation and education to the masses, to boldly go where no one has arted before. Do, 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 do. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Now, I used first the fingertip tool. Now I am using the blend tool because the blend tool usually pulls out of the background a bit. And by using the blend tool, I am actually rendering part of the mountain a little transparent. And the trick with that is it's going to let those clouds burst through, and it's going to make the image already more three-dimensional. Oh, I need to go back to my fingertip because I need to work this area quite a bit because this is a valley. It's going to be dark. You got to walk the lonesome valley. You got to walk the lonesome valley. All right. We can just I'll get my angles right. There we go. And we're just smudging a little bit because we don't want uniformity. We want that distant feel of growth and change. There we are. Now, a lot of this is about to get lost over here because I'm going to play with it. Actually, I'm rather pleased with that mountain. I'm not even going to lie. That made me happy. It's been a while since I've got to sit back and do a mountain for you guys. And think that Deep Sleep 9 is a good show. Well, some of it. Some of it's a little painful, but being a devout Babylon 5 fan means I have some very mixed feelings about Deep Space Nine. But I think it shows the growth of like Star Trek as a concept. Let me just do this real quick. There we go. I'll pull some of this dark out. Yes, just like that. Run it right into the there. I want to get a good mix. And yes, I am digitally using the blend tool. Actually, it's the fingertip tool. Then I'll take the blend and give that soft drag. I use the fingertip tool to almost use the image like a palette. I'm not bashing DS9. I will say it broke the Star Trek universe quite a bit, and I think it almost needed to. And DS9 certainly marked the end of the golden era of Star Trek. Now, another normal layer, just for safety. And we're going to I'm having so much fun with this, I'm almost tempted not to do a foreground. Let me see. Want this? Let's cut this in. Oh, that is a shocking green. That's fine. That's a good color. I know. Right now, that looks like it's an ask. Nick, that's really bold. I know. Just give me some time. I am not infesting my thing with Mountain Dew. It's going to get a lot of coloring put into it. Just have to have some faith. God. I want my airbrush actually because I want to add this lightly. And let's see, 25, yeah. Whoops, tap the side of it. No panic, no panic. Just need to go here so I have a slightly bigger play space. Let's see. Now, we're going back to our good buddy, the blend tool. I think, yes, we want the blend tool. I'm just going to do this. See, now doesn't that look nice? Let's see. DS9, a lot of DS9 content. It got better, and I really enjoyed it. It had more entertaining Cardassians on TV. Oh, Garrick's amazing, and that's not dude. That's a slime that gave us the Ninja Turtles and the Toxic Avenger. Oh, that's a good looking mountain. Thank you. A show you don't appreciate till you rewatch when you're older. Great character development overall. It has it. Love Cotton Candy Sky, so pretty. Thank you. Woke, I'm just going too slow for me starting out. I can understand that. And some of the incidents, I'm going to add another layer. Could be a little rough. Let me see. What do I want to use? This is where it's going to get a little tricky. Well, I may have to play with the opacity of this layer to get what I want, but that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm going to do this. Right now, because of the scaling, I am just adding very faint little trees. Now, the colored shade in the blobs that I'm using right now are a little different, not because of I want this color choice kind of thing, but because you will find that the altitude of certain trees, no, that's way too bright. That's not what I want. That's a little too neon. I don't think that's you only find them at certain heights. And your darker pines, your darker conifers, that is, go much higher, usually up a mountain, than the deciduous trees. Let's see, do I want blend or do I want blur? Nope, I don't want that. I want blur. I mean, fingertip. Gotta figure out how I want to do this. That's not how I want to do it. How do I want to do it? Texture blender? Yeah, I like that. That's a good tool. Because you're not thinking about how things look up close. You're thinking about how they look represented in the distance. We're going to just do this. And it's slowly going to give it that faded feel where the peaks and valleys have all kind of started to tell a story. There we go. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to take our spray and we're going to go spray like this. Yeah, we'll do this just about like that. And I'm going to start working through some colors. Now, I want, because this is farther back than we usually operate on the show. But I like the feel. And you start to realize how much of this edge is cliffs and sand. We're going to come down here to where it's a little darker. We're going to go smaller. Let's go a bit smaller, 30 maybe? Yeah, 30. A little tight little circles. Get looser as it goes up. This is going to give it that 3D terrain feel. Now, I'd still like the glowing green kind of sea. There's a moment that happens like that. And yes, they did have to force to write. But needs something. The sea needs something. Let me see. Come here. Let's just try. Yeah. Bit of speckling. Yeah. That will bring it. There we go. To the feeling. I like the softness of this image. It's come out and it's kind of telling of a story. You can see the because this feels very almost Hawaiian. That's the one I wanted. This has that feel of flying over a Hawaiian island. And now that I get what I'm feeling off of this, it makes it a lot easier to just go. Here we go. I think that looks pretty good, guys. What do you think? Yeah, I think I'm going to just call that one there, actually. Pretty quick. I wasn't timing myself like I probably should have. This is definitely one I have to figure out where I'm going to sign and have it not be horribly intrusive. It'll probably be back here somewhere. Yeah, I think I'll use it. That's not the good pen. That's the good pencil. This is a good pen. I like that one. And we will call this file save as. Oh, and you can't see this part, which is okay because you don't need to see all the projects I'm working on. Tropical Island? Tropical Island. Ooh, I could use this with some tweaking on a custom magic card. There we go. We'll save that. Now we're going to export single layer PNG Tropical Island. Pink. I am actually very due for another big DeviantArt upload, so expect that in the fairly near future. And we will export the time lapse, and we will say here, because I had a lot of fun with this one. And while it's loading up, which has lots of bars you can't see, let's see. And gorgeous. Thank you. The Island of Eternal Love. That's what I get from it, Mr. Tockert. Thank you, Woke. Good to be. Okay, gonna be productive-ish. Good day, all. Bye, Dawn. And we'll make I gotta make this art time lapse so that I can throw that up there later. And that's gotta save. And then, of course, let me look at my calendar. The 25th. Cool. 420. No. That's right. That's much better. 320, 26. I was like, it is not 420. I would have known because my friends would have made a big deal about it. March 26th. Okay, so we'll come here. I just have to remember this part. And we'll go here. And we will, actually, I'm just going to move it here because I'm going to have to write the whole thing, and it's always a pain in the butt. Never mind the furthermore, which I love because if you think about the expression "never mind the furthermore," it is very much a Brian K. Moore is talking about getting the shoe leather out of writing and speech, and I am very much all about being a living avatar of shoe leather. I export single layer PNG and TF 426 24. All righty. And that's done with that. That means we get a new one. Close up that. Yeah, we'll save it anyway. And we'll go time lapse gets turned on. Jeez. And hey, let's see. You're out spring. I got to decide what we're going to do for the next one. Do I have any characters floating around my head that need to be born? Let's see. First, we need a color to work with. Okay, we'll use that. See if anybody's feeling talkative today. And if you guys have, to do a dancing Huli, I would need pictures of Huli as a reference. So Not that hula huli is a bad idea, because I wasn't saying that, but I was saying that I require reference to do a hula huli kind of picture. Just that. There might be a character in here. I'm thinking I'm finding her. Nick, it's all scribbly. It's a blue layer. It can be. Okay, so we got this lady. Kind of like her. Yep. We'll just do this. I may play with that. Yep, make that longer. She's got some big old earrings. Big old earrings. Let's see. We're gonna erase erase that. Grab all of this. Yoink. Transform and move. Where do we want to put it? We'll put it right where. We'll see. And I'm bye to anyone who has to go. I understand. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what we're doing. Okay. And dismissed. And we go back here. I do actually quite love this pencil. A little bit of room for that. And we're going to angle here. Now, I actually have been invited to be on Sketchy Saturdays. I would have been on this Saturday, but because we were doing family things, I was not able to. So we're going to do this. Not really straining myself, just kind of throwing out a nice character. Okay. And we're going to go here because I'm going to have to do black work. But we'll do this. Like that. I don't know. I want to do something with that, but we'll see. Placeholder. Yeah, I want that. Yeah, we're getting there. That's not right at all. Oh no, if only I had a tool that would let me do something about that. Mistakes happen, guys, when they're doing art. Oh, I know what's wrong. I know why it seems so chill around these parts. Hold on. I don't have my stuff, but I do have my ducks. So we'll listen to the without hold on. I'm gonna just re-look at her face. I know the guidelines well by now. The ear's a little high still, but again, we can fix that. Awful low on the face. So, I am getting tired of making the same mistakes. Grab that chunk. The lasso tool is great for when you've made a mistake but you don't necessarily want to delete it. Let's put her face like that. Much better. These are the wonders you can do with digital art that you can't do with let's play the mouth a bit. Miss Saren, if you are still here, given that you are a siren amongst other things, could you give me a character description of your online persona, please? So I do wonder how close to home your nameless adventurer witch was, but yeah, okay, we've got a nice character here. He's tropical, all right. Very comfortable. I'm gonna give it like the scoop and on the scoop because that just makes it more interesting. All right. So we have this character. Let me add another layer. I'll grab a slightly grab a different character color so I can keep that character straight. Now let's put something behind it. Who's this scout fellow? Not sure yet, but we'll put this scout fellow behind her. See, I love the stories that are born from necessity here. Yeah, we'll give them the arm thing. He's clearly powered by coal or some type of burning fuel. That would be exquisite. Thank you, Sarah. Because I might do some fan art for you in a bit. Oh, we can give this the footage. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll have them holding. No, I don't want that color. I want this color. Thank you. Bunch of boxes. Like so. I'm not trying, but just for a second, he had this Maximilian vibe from Disney's The Black Hole, which is a very old, very strange little film. Let's give him the robot abs, because all robots should have abs. And we'll worry about his hips when I get there. The articulations there. And then one more character idea thing that needs to be done to this. I don't know if I can even do this right, but I'm going to try. Her little dog is riding on top. There we go. That looks like a good image. I think that's a good background. Oh, let's see. See, got somebody. Let's see. Got greetings. Ah, there we go. I thought I saw somebody say, "Hey, Schreinder." Nice to be. Oh wait, I see. We had a comment down. Oh, okay. And yes, I did. Hey, Nita. I assume that's Nita. I already plugged your amazing show, and I can't wait to go see Daphne's program. How are you doing, darling? Ooh, that's so cool. Thank you in advance. Oh, I will. I've already decided to do it. I just don't know if I'll be doing it on the stream or I'll be doing it off stream as a surprise. And everybody's happy to see each other. All right, I think this is a good background. And I switched color so I can keep better track of the characters. Now we go here. We go black. And I might even keep this pen. It seems to be working well for me. And since I'm not going anywhere later-wise for a while, I can make this fairly big for you guys. So I'm going to have to do some zooming. I'll try not to do it too fast because I don't want it to be blinky. But I might as well make things comfortable for me. I kind of like the grunge on this pen. I don't know. Let me see. I sometimes it's fun to use a slightly scrunchier pen, you know, something with a little texture to it. I do usually prefer very clean lines, but sign me up. Okay, wait. Yes, you have amazing shows. Oh, Indie Comics. That's Indie Comics. I'm sorry. I got flipped around. Yeah, that's Indie Comics. Yeah, you have an amazing show. You're always amazing. Just trying to add just a little bit of draw line right, and we'll do this one. Let's see if I can fix this now. For that. A little more lip indication. Now, you know me, if I'm drawing a female character, her eyes have to have enough wing that she can fly away from her problems. You know, that's just a given. Now, do this like this. I'm trying to be just a little bit more interesting with my hairstyles. And I know so many people who have such fascinating hair. Come here. Whoops. And yes, thank you again for that incredible offer to be on Sketchy Saturdays. And I will see you about the next time you do it. Because I do enjoy artwork. I just have to make sure I have a project that's worth Sketchy Saturday time. I'll give her some hoops. And, you know, she's hanging all the blanks she has to give off of those hoop earrings. You can see them clearly, right? Yep, every single one. Every care she has in the world is hanging from those earrings. Yeah, she needs some more piercings, though. She's just a very interesting lady. Yeah. Now, using just a little bit of lighter pressure, which takes a bit of talent. You got to practice that one. But yes, you do. And hi, Kiri. Just for saying, hi, Carrie. I missed Carrie coming through the door. There we are. Hey, Carrie. And yes, you absolutely need to have Joe on. I've been trying to get him on to. You guys need to sit and chat and talk shop because you're both way too cool people not to be better friends than you are. Because you both understand some things that others really don't. Most people, when they run a show or a network, they want to make it all about them. They want it to be all about them, and anybody else involved is secondary. Joe's one of those amazing people who does so much, but I still have to, crowbar him into compliance. Into allowing promotion and help for his wonderful projects, because the Independent Creator Directory is such a good. It's one of those rare business things that is so good for the community it serves. It feels like a charity almost. And sorry, you guys got in just that needs to be typed up because that needs to be understood that part is part of this. And here. All right, let's see how she's looking from a slight distance so I can see what I missed. Okay. Yes, I have hidden her hands. No, it was not me hiding her hands to not draw hands. It was me hiding her hands because that's just how the pose worked out. I need to fix her hair. Do this. And I'm going to make her little hair bobbies interesting. Go here. I'm going to go here. Here. Back around here. Here. And yes, I'm ignoring my own line work. You say, I like it better like this. That happens. So we've zoomed out, and she's looking functional. We can work with her. Let's see. The next one who needs some loving is Alphonse over here. We're just going to get a big draw. Let me see. Have I missed the comments? Yep. Rising Tide. Gotta live up despite getting way out. Possibly getting way out of comfort zone when necessary. Oh, rest assured, you would not believe it, but I am actually, in real person, something of an introvert much of the time. I am very good at being alone. I feel very safe alone. With we'll do this. We'll put a swivel joint here so he can turn his head. Like so. Okay. And he needs like the cordy, wiry, harnessy bits to come down in that vein-like, musculature-looking bit. And I'll do this armor piece. That armor piece, this armor piece, come here and here. He's a little blockier than I normally would make a mecho that's this humanoid, but there's a distinct reason for it because he is an old-timey Not quite. Yeah, technically it would be steampunk. It didn't even occur to me that he's a steampunk automaton, but he is. Because he's literally steam powered, so I guess I would wager that makes him a bit steampunk. This. Now, one thing, guys, my straight lines aren't straight, my circles aren't perfect. The important thing isn't the straightness of your lines or the straightness of anger or anything. It's that you're drawing something that tells a story. And right now, I'm drawing something that I feel tells a bit of a story. And it makes me ask questions. Good art will make you ask questions. Could you use speech to text, Sarah? I know you're having trouble typing. And I know when I'm drawing and I don't have Joe in the background because he had to go do advanced Joe things. Let's do this, and this, and this. Because, let's see, I'll pull this down like so. Everything I have been told about what's important in a man by modern media is manifested almost in this robot. This automaton. He is over 6 feet tall. He is strong. He is obedient, and he listens. This should work as the perfect escort. Let's see. Okay, we're still at the wish good. I think this could be bigger. This will make a very nice Wednesday picture. And then I will see what I can do with the next one. And how are we doing for time? Oh, we're only at 12 o'clock. We're doing good. That means I've only been streaming for 2 hours. And considering how much fun I had, I'm doing pretty well. Now, let's just because I don't know if I'm going to color this one. I kind of like its goofy line artness. We'll have to see. But right there, some more rivets. Rivets are good. Rivets give detail. Got the piece up there. Piece up there. Oh, and I almost forgot the little puppy. This label there. Okay. Let's see. I'm on my Chromebook where I do my phone. After it charges, I'll hop onto my phone. Okay. You do what you got to do. Let's get rid of, well, that is where the awesome materials that I always forget are. These layers here. And let's see what we have. Don't tell me I hit the time lapse on this one. Yes. Okay. She's pretty BA. I like her. I like her enough that we're going to have to colorize her. I didn't want to, but I have no choice. Alrighty then. Let's go airbrush. Yep, because I see pieces I'm going to have to fix later anyway. And let's make her a darker color character. And how about we use an airbrush that's not little specky flakes, There we go. And this needs to be multiply. Watch that get fixed. Boing. There we go. Do this. And I'm just going to sit here and carefully airbrush in some skin tone to her. I thought about making her green, but I've done a lot of green girls lately. I've done more green girls than Captain Kirk. Ba-doom-cha. So there's an inner door and outer door, a dumbwaiter of taking things upstairs. I was raising the outer door and went up in the slot with it. Ouch. Like, are you medically going to be okay? Is that something you should possibly go see a doctor about, Sarah? Let's go a little bigger so I can get this knocked out. And I am trying to use the airbrush to imply just a little bit of the lighting that I'm going to have to tweak with later. There we go. There we go. Get her complexion nice. And we are going to shrink our brush substantially so I can get back in here and do this. Need some hair color. No, that's too much a color of magic. What's this? Do I like this? Actually, I like that because it is right on the line between looking like it's dyed color and like it's natural. It could go either way. And I kind of think so. We'll do this. I was going to go wild like green or blue, but I kind of really dig how that came out. Her stuff's going to be very soft, very gentle. I'm going to have to play things. Color for the dress. Actually. Yep. Very nice. And I realized I missed a spot, but I will fix that in a moment. I kind of feel like I'm coloring with a crayon right now, and that's not a bad thing. The shocking thing is, for all the work we put into it, art should be fun. Oh, hey, Doc Crow. How are you doing, sir? Always good to see you in the chat. We're doing okay. We're at the second of 3 pictures today. And I'm at the coloring phase, so I'm actually knocking it out pretty well. I will be taking suggestions for the third one. However, it is leaning strongly that I take a minute to see how complex Miss Saren's avatar. Well, no, she's not going to be on the show. I'm going to do art for Miss Saren. I'm just not sure if I use this thumbnail or not. But do this and the dark gold over here. I will definitely, when I'm playing with the lighting, be playing with that. Gold. Very nice. The top. Not perfect. Not bad. We are going to call that a win. Go back to that happy gold color. Go there, and there, and there, and there, and there. Over there, and right here. Just a hint of that Azula energy. Let me see, how does this look? Oh, right call. Right call. Like that. These two. Yes, I know I have to fix that. Not being sloppy. Okay, that was sloppy. But, there we go. Giving her some depth. Let me grab this color right here so I can go get that. Now I need a light yellow. to just go. We'll get the lighting on some of this gold happening here. Like so. Make sure it looks like it's metallic. And we're just doing that via angled lines. And like I said, I see the spot I missed, so I will grab that. Just do that. I can fix it later. Not bad! Not bad at all. I'm just doing a little dark print. So she has basic coloring done. Now we'll come over here. We're just going to get a big old honk of because the vast majority of Alphonse is going to be blue. So I'm going to have cheat and just splash the blue on him. Because I'm going to clean up the edges and some of the coloring later. But right now we are just kind of speed brushing through. Because I didn't fix his legs either. I made some simple mistakes here, but I don't regret it because it looks good. Now, there we go. Well, we're hopping through here. Here. Nick, you're making a big mess. I know. You want a soft brush or a hard? We'll go soft for now. I can always change over to a harder eraser if I feel like it, but here we go. Slightly clean that up. Slightly clean that up. Because again, this isn't, the stakes on this art piece aren't I'm trying to sell it or I'm trying to do anything spendy. The stakes are, hey, I done drew something to give me a thumbnail to make things easier for my artwork. And that is a thunder roll, which means at any point my internet may drop out. If it does, you have my apologies. Let's see. Let's see. You guys are having fun. Oh! Well, Crow, if it helps, you're a very happy accident. That is a large vehicle idling outside of my house. Ominously. Okay. This. We're gonna do this. Add the slight model, and this is fine. It's fine. I won't be able to see it if I needed to. Okay. So, I'm going to take and we're going to let that spread because that's the outer glow. We're lighting it. Why am I not using a bunch of layers? I don't know. We're going to come here. Go hard orange this. Really, the airbrush tool is so your friend. Don't be afraid to play with it. There's some very simple tools that can really elevate your stuff, and you don't need fancy brushes. You don't need a lot of detail. You just kind of let it happen. I learned a lot of tricks like this while learning how to paint minis. But Actually, no, I want pinks. I want this to be very pink. Pretty. Then purple, because he is just helping her with the day of shopping. This is very different from the last time I drew a picture with a similar theme many, many years ago. But I still like it, so I'm not going to be too mad about it. And I want to keep the slight whimsy to it. Let me see. Let's see how this is coming out. Actually, that's not bad. We're going to grab the blue smoke for the smoke. I think that's a good picture, guys. I think that's fairly solid. Do I want to go? No, you know, I don't think I want to deep dive this one. I think I may have achieved everything I sought to achieve with this one pretty quickly. So we'll just call that one a day. And I'll sign it. And we'll call, what will we call it? Save as oh yes, no. Contouring it, makeup is absolute art and sorcery, and don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. A shopping outing. There we go. That's a name. Booting. That 2 T's. Yeah, it is. There we go. Give that a second. Oh no. I forgot something. Hold on. I forgot something. Pull this way down. I need color. I think this dog is a Yorkie Chihuahua cross. It looks adorable, so we'll do that. Now I can save this. And I can export. I have to export a single layer. PNG. Boom. Boom. File. Export the time lapse. Okay. Now it's exporting the time lapse right now. And let me see. Audio works. Oh. Dear Lord, we need a mutual event sometime. Yes, a bunch of you do need to get together. That was hysterical, but great picnic. Thank you. I'm glad you're having fun with it. Still trying to figure out how to make my makeup look good. Not yet. Had to learn for theater. Well, then perhaps you two should do a, reach out to each other and do an advice thing, Art time lapse. Okay. And then red. X. Never mind the furthermore. And we'll take this. I'll shrink it like so. Like so. But no, I don't like where that looks. Well, I did not frame this right to work well with this app. So it will be very small indeed. There we go. There we go. And then we'll go export single layer PNG NTF so I can find it. 3:24. No. Where are we? Let me look at there. 25, 27. I may have done the date wrong on the other one, but I can find it later. 7, 4. That's saved. That's saved. Okay, I have one more to do. But before I do that, I need a break. You go take care of something. Save that. That's fine. So I will go here. I will stop the music. And I will run an ad. It will have to be one of my longer ads to be safe.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found a suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
All right, guys, welcome back. And apparently, Crow says the best makeup is pie for the face, because then you can eat the pie off. I'm going to just walk past that before I get into trouble, but it's funny. Never been good at makeup? Ooh. Thought about looking up YouTube videos for specific looks. If you have time, that could be a good way. Or website to purchase tutorials? Brainstorming. Someday, somehow, we're going to do a Nevermind the Furthermore ladies sleepover and do all the makeup. That sounds amazing. I hope you all can have that. That'd be fun. All the makeup, yes. And I can't wear contacts, so I can't use eye makeup because I have to take the glasses off. Oh my. OMG, sometimes I give up on it. Oh. Cackling at one head. Thesis is, all you Nevermorian ladies cackling together in one place. I don't think the universe can handle it. I think the universe should handle it. I think that's great. Let me look at this message that just came through a little while ago because it's dreadfully important. And we will look. Is it there? Okay. I see what happened. My net went down externally, so give me just a moment. Cannot retrieve messages at this time. Why not? You're being rowdy. Yep, apparently I won't be able to do what I was going to do because it is not letting me retrieve messages at this time on X. Oh, wait, here we go. I got a message from someone. Aha. As soon as it loads up, it's just being argumentative. I will be happy to address that. And then we have to do, we need our jam. Like warm apple pie. Sarah? Oh, Xander's up. First off, everybody said happy birthday to you. Because it wasn't on the show today. Because they weren't there for it, they were saying happy birthday now. Okay? And let's see. Okay. First, we're going to have to do is this. And let that get settled for a second because my computer is being finky. But I have a request in. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Okay, thank you. We are going to do that. So I have access to it. We're going to do that. Okay, cool. So we'll do this. And yes, from what I have, we are going to... Nick, why is it so loose and sketchy? You can tell when I'm working off of a reference, and there's nothing wrong with working off of a reference, guys. That is not cheating. That is not using AI. That is using a reference. But there you go. We can do this. We can go here for now as part of the reference. She is a endowed elf. So what I am doing is I have been given an image of our own Miss Saren's ping tuber. And since I do love being a fan of my friends, and I do love doing permitted fan art. See, the only time I do fan art, guys, as a rule, there are rare exceptions, but as a rule, is when I have permission from the creator or the owner, we'll put it that way. Part of that is so I don't get sued. Now, this, and we're going to go here and here, and I'm going to come up here. This is just the blues, but going fast at it. And let's see. It happens, and it was the 19th for Xander. I need to raise that just a bit. There we go. Come on. And there is no incredible pressure that my lovely voice actress for Hankson Hellfire will not like this to be quite upset. No, it's not like I want this to be absolutely perfect. No. I would never hyper pressurize myself. So we'll do this, and we'll do that because corsetry is fun. Yep, you know I'm serious when I start bringing out the noises. Got to have your noises. Oh, I don't have my music on. Hang on just a second. That would completely be a problem. I got to have my jams. Okay. I do like the touch of asymmetry. The touch of asymmetry goes a long way in the design. And slight dangle earrings are great because depending on how you animate your VTuber, that will give her the potential to do a lot of cool stuff. Present company excluded. My favorite VTuber currently is Xander's favorite VTuber as well, an artist by the name of Honey Goblin, who's just adorable. I'm gonna read. What are the blues? Pull her arms out a bit because I don't think they're actually tied behind her back. Put her in the sassy pose. Yeah, let's put her in a sassy pose. We got to put some sass into this. Some sass in her anyway. There we go. And now I have to pen back because it is, of course, a girl with wings. But because I'm drawing it, I will have to do it slightly different because it will be how I draw feathers. Which is, of course, one of the banes of my existence. And I am absolutely going to hate myself in a second. Because later Nick is going to have to draw these feathers. There's hair type that I almost missed. All the things that are used. Okay. Oh, and there is lining right there. This needs to be darker so I can see what's going on. Split it. And it is a front open corset, so I can quickly work that. Anyway. Everything okay, buddy? Okay, I thought I heard a knock at the door. Okay. My cat knocked something down. There we go. Okay, I think this is a decent blue for this. Let's go in. Do I want to use the same pen? I've been kind of jamming this pencil, but I'm also really torn with the zero. Let's just rock this, and if I need to redo it, I will redo it. Let's get in here. The face isn't perfect, but I will work on it. You know, it helps if you're going to ink and black to select black. And this will be the last picture of the day as I have to hang out for a minute, which all of you understand. This. Okay. Here. Again, it's one of my. I'm drawing, so there has to be a. She has to have wings big enough to fly from her problems. Now we'll just go here, and she's a cute little buttony nose. You can do that. That. Enough eyebrow to have an opinion. Opinion eyebrows. Up there. What, you're ignoring your lines again? Yep, making new lines, like them better. Want that slice? Do that. There we go. It's almost like she knows something you don't, which is basically everything I know about Sarah. And let's see. Small guy. Name's Dr. Crow. I forget that you're a VTuber, Crow. I think of you as a gamer. Of course there's pressure, my dear. You see, very few times do I manifest any real care because for what people think about my art or what they say, because most people would say something negative. I have to respect them to have any opinion on their opinion. And since I respect you highly, I respect your opinion. Do that. That should be boxier, but that's okay. Because I don't forget it up here, and just do this. Okay, it's two of them, it's not one. I see what happened there. I could fix that. If only I had this magic eraser. Boom, boom, boom. Opa, opa, opa. There we are. Now, like I said, this one may take a while longer. But that's okay. That's way overkill. Come on, Nick. That's better. Line comes up through there, through there. And rest assured, Saren, if the universe has any justice, once you are discovered, your teardrop checked, you will have people pounding down your doors to do fan art of your character. Rest assured, if I know the internet at all, and frankly, as a denizen, I'm fairly well adept, you shall be awash in simps and other fandoms. So have no fear. Okay. Woo! Ah, la, 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 la. Intense artwork is intense. Here we go. And I know the hair was more on the face, but I changed the angle just a bit. Let's see, we're gonna come down here. There. I know she has it all tucked, but I have to use it to use some layering. Oh, I see why. So we don't want to interfere. The bow. Come on. There we go. It's so very good. I mean, it is so very good. It's like, I know there is no way on God's green earth Johnny isn't planning some kind of awesome picture of your tuber. I mean, it goes without saying. And it's a whole lot better than mine. Looking cute. That's okay. Sometimes I forget. I am. I don't think, therefore I'm not. Okay. Therefore I am known. That would be certainly an interesting development. Oh, I have faith. It's almost guaranteed. Keep at this, and it won't be long before you're selling Raycons and taking that sweet sponsorship money. I see a lot of potential in you, Sarah. Now, someone came at me not too long ago, well-meaning, but they came at me with the Nick. I see. So you see potential in people, but you see potential in everybody. Well, yeah. I mean, everybody has a measure of potential, but as a terrible secret and horrible confession, true confession with me, I don't spend much time associating with or bothering with people who lack potential. There are some people who exist who are at their potential and they are comfortable. They don't have much need for me. They're not trying to improve. They just want to be who they are. And that's nothing wrong with it. That's a wonderful thing. I'd be contradicting Uncle Iro if I had anything against a life of peace and prosperity. But, and you never want to contradict Uncle Iro. It's right. But, okay, nice. Eyelets on there. Eyelets, but broad. Okay, cool. Let's go like this. Nice. Because they're tucked in. Whoever dealt with this has actually played with a corset at some point in their life. And those are bootstrap style hooks. So the whole thing is actually exposed. Gotcha. Nick, why are you putting that much thought into a corset strap? They're serious endeavors. That line got a little rowdy. Let's go back in. Okay, now we're getting somewhere, and we're going to do that. A little bit of line there. Well, my display is a little bit on the fritz, so every once in a while it flaked out on me. But we're getting there, guys. I hope everyone has liked and shared this. Let's see. And was costume mistress for lots of historical plays. So many corsets to lay solo. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Being that I am ex-SCA, I've spent a lot of time lacing people into corsets and buckling them into armor. It's really great for the art side of things. Now let's pan out for just a second. I don't need that. I need more real estate of screen. She has a lot of Tifa/Garnet energy as an old Final Fantasy player. And I do realize that you want to keep the bow highlighted because it is adorable. There we go. So that's why erasers exist. That. She has relatively short wings for her size. Whoops. Lost my thought for a moment. And feathers are one of the hardest things to draw. It got easier when I realized that feathers evolved from scales, which is science. I need to go right to it. There we go. How do you wrong line? I got a little rowdy. There we go. That's too long. I'll do it. If you want to know what I've singularly spent the most time absolutely cursing, it is evidence. And I haven't done it in a while, so yay that I am broadcasting, because I can't say the words I normally would say as part of my art process. It's probably for the best. That. Whew! I'm going to have to work on that some more. I hate that. Hate it. Where's my razor? Hate it. Go away. Back into the void from which you came. After all, we are but transient visitors. And see, now that I'm slightly annoyed, just for a second, you see how strong that pen stroke came out? Yep. That's the spirit of confidence. You can't be confident, get annoyed at it. It will have similar effects. Alright. And because this is done slightly different than mine, I have to do images. And thank you, I'm going to have to do wing studies again. Oh no! Sarah. I've done it again. I keep blending you two's names, which I think is delightful, but my speech impediment. Feel free to smack me around for it. I mean, no disrespect. Won't be the first person. Okay. But not bad. Quit scribbling, Nick. No more control than that. There we go. Can you tell what they are? Yes. If you can read what the image is supposed to be, the image is at least mostly a success. Quit grabbing the white. I may be having to save up for a new display tablet, because either the cable is going dodgy on this one, or the tablet itself is going dodgy. But the every once in a while my display tablet will suddenly turn off while starting drawing, like it's overheating it. And since to get my system to work the way I want online, my display tablet is wired and expect this computer to be the main. How important I keep it working? And alrighty, let's hide the blues real quick and see how we are coming along, shall we? Acceptable. I need a new layer, and it needs to be multiplied. But I need to just leave this quite alone for a second. Alrighty. I don't think I want to use the airbrush method on this. I think I want to use the Milli pen, not because it is easier, but because it fits more the coloring of the original pattern, piece. So I can do this. Had I brought it up on my phone, on my computer, that is, I could direct yoink the colors. So right now I'm just kind of guesstimating. I'm apologizing ahead if anything is lightly authentic. You're going to make me work on this one, aren't you? So I'm going to have to come here. Is this showing up? Oh, good. Now, let's play. So not bad. I'm going to put a... No. That's not what I want to do. Oh, I bumped it. A little more pink. A little brighter. Perfect. Okay. Ignore my palette smudgery over there. I am, of course, eyeballing the color. Nick, why aren't you using the fill tool? Well, one, I've been talking. And if I am talking, I am far more likely to make a mistake that I don't realize till later. Two, part of the fun of art is actually doing it. So unless I'm in a hurry, or it has to be like a certain kind of precise, I prefer to use just my Milli pen or flat, because the Milli pen, which is the pen I use, is a fixed quantity. What do I mean by that? It's not pressure sensitive, so I like to use this. Notice the Milli pen often comes out when I am tired, or I want really concise, straight lines. Not straight, but yeah. So that is an almost black. Let's see. I understand. You have a lot to do. You are an incredibly busy person, Sarah, so I'm glad you like the flowers. Well, let's just say Sarah reminds me of somebody else I did fan art of a while ago. They appeared on my show, and it's like, it's only fair that this is not the right color just about. Gets dated to be more needs to be. There we go. Normally I would zoom in more, but actually I'm going to probably do that. Let's get as much of just the basic one on here. This Aaron has a lot of, not a bad destination on these colors. And yes, I left it for a while, and she had that kind of rogue energy, and I was totally here for that too. But then again, Miss Sarah has the voice. It is the voice of Saints and Hellfire, which means she has voiced Camille Crimson. And that is one of those that is both beautiful. Xander, is someone messing with the door? Okay. One of the cats is making a rattle. And utterly terrifying, because Miss Cern could actually sound not just sort of like imagined Camille to sound, but spot on Camille and Ellie. Which is funny because she sounds more like Ellie than the person who I based Ellie off of, with a friend of mine who inspired large aspects of Ellie's character. Which I find kind of just amusing beyond words. But let's get this done. I have to talk about Miss Sarah Friday. That's the only way I can justify what I'm doing. Oh no, not that. Not shamelessly promoting my friends and colleagues. And I see I need to do a little bit of shadery. I'm going to leave that in case I need that color back. That gets deleted last. Let's see, what else do we need to do? Color set. Ooh. gonna do? What happened? Oh, wrong tool. Wrong tool. Majority of them are brown. And I did split them. That's what I forgot. Okay, let's just. What we'll do. First, we'll brown them. And then I'll come back, like I'm going to with our hairpiece. Not a hairpiece, but the hair thing. And add the detail coloring in. I know I still have to do a bit of cleanup, but I can at least get the feel of it. The touch, the feel of digital artwork. Getting used to it can be a pain. Honestly, I am very appreciative of the people on this channel because they let me, without too much, heckling about it, develop my digital drawing abilities. Because I will tell you, I am still much better with an actual pencil to this day. My line work is much better with an actual pencil. But if you had told me a few years ago and showed me this and said, yeah, you're going to draw this, I would probably lost my ever-loving mind. Now, focus on something. Get an idea of how the yellow is distributed and what kind of yellow. Light yellow. And it is distributed lightly. It's like I said, it's not perfect, but I am currently probably Theron's third biggest fan. And the reason I'm saying that is not a speech to her quality, but I figure Doc Crow's known her longer. And on the off chance that Johnny shows up, I don't want him to think I am stepping in places not appropriate for me to step. So I will be comfortable in my realm as her third biggest fan. So, this one. I will probably be. You have one of those character designs that I'm like, I'm going to have to come back and revisit this one. I really, really hope I put the record on this one. I came up pretty quick. Okay. I'm like, I'm gonna be doing this a few dozen times. Yep. I have to be careful not to go too fast, though. Let's see. And yes, your comments on the importance of reporting out-of-date food are very valid and very important, Sarah. I think to do what I want to do, I have to do that. This one here, another multiply layer. And I need the marker, but it needs to be much smaller. Because I need to go here, here, here. Here, a little bit here, or not bad. Always see any other setting like that, so I will come. It's necessary. Now, gray. I will actually add a whole nother layer for that. Ooh, that's a little too powerful. That's a little too powerful. Hold on. go. Way down the grayscale. Let's do that. Perfect. Now, I can add some shadow. And yes, I realize I missed coloring her eyes. I have to go back and do that. Just a little bit of traveling shade to enhance the image just a bit. Because if I'm doing this, I'm doing it my way. I'm trying to be delicate with the shading, which is a little challenging for me because I tend not to be the most delicate shader. But yeah. Do this. Let's put some over here. Here. And yes, I'm going through the effort of layering a bunch. I don't like that line so much. Of these feathers to give them just a little bit more pop. And I need to come all the way down here before I forget. Oh, that is a tricky shade of brown to use. Look at that. That's way too much. I get to do that zoom in I was worried I was going to have to do. Okay. There. Let's see, how does it blur? Not too bad. Okay. Now while we're here, I need to come over here and erase all y'all. Now, 2 more layers to do. Add a layer, blend mode, multiply. Fill tool, refer to other layers. For this one, give me a play like this. Pow, 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 and pow, and pow, and pow. Little pow right there. Little pow right there. Nice. Add another layer. Only editing layer. Blend mode, multiply. Don't worry, there's reasons for this. Out comes my airbrush using a transparency and using some size. It will let me play a bit more with the light. And make her kind of pop even further as I want her to. I missed that part. I'll have to come down here and go. Because I missed it. That happens. Just do this. It's about additives and subtractions. See? Add a little darkness to take it away so that you can see the light better. There we go. And I need to come all the way down to this layer because I forgot her things. So I'm doing the last detail check. Is there a color? There is a fade. Okay, and that. Teardrops. Well, getting that lip color will be tricky. Start here. Come here. Ramp the pink up. Let's hope I get this right. Let's find out. Hot dog! I will take that as a win. The other details I seem to be missing. No. Stop that. Stop that. There we go. Okay. So all the way up here because I have to work on the shade light, shading a bit. And we go back to the spray brush. We go back to clear. She pops nicely. I think she pops nicely. Narrow, yeah, we need to shrink that down a bit. Out of the shadows. I think that's pretty good. Alrighty. What the hell am I missing on this one? Okay, oops, I slipped. I know what I'm gonna have to do. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. And my finger and my stuff. And I would like my black, please. Alrighty, did that. Fix the rotate. And let's get a good look at this before I put it away. That's nice. Alrighty, file. Save as. Miss Saren the Siren fan art, which I will link when I get this up on VA eventually. I will link this to get you more views if I can. And we will export single layer PNG. Boom. US. We will export time lapse, which we don't get to see because of the way I'm doing this. Okay. Just gotta do it song and dance. And let's see. It will be fan art, so we will just add time lapse there, which you can't see, but that's okay. Alrighty, now we have one other thing to do so that we can use this. Boom. In red. And then we come over here and we never mind the furthermore. Furthermore. What, the image? Absolutely. You want the image or the live thing? I'll send you everything there. I'm gonna move this over here. And it is 1:15, so I hope I haven't missed Daphne's show. And I may have missed the first 15 minutes of it, but it was totally worth it for an image like this. Go here. And we'll say file. Export single layer PNG. NTF. Oh, it'll be yours about a minute or two after I get done with the broadcast, and you'll eventually be able to download it right off of my DA. Okay, 3. Where am I? 29. Ooh. 29, 24. Alrighty. That's all done. That's all done. That gets saved. And it's saved, and we will close that up. Which should, that was interesting. Expect that to go away. Okay. So, guys, it's been a long one. We're over 3 hours, but it's a Wednesday. That happens. I hope you guys had a good time. I'm going to run some ads, wind up, and we'll talk about, whatever else we have to talk about, and we'll go from there. So, let me see. Let me go here. Turn off the ducks. I love my ducks. It's a good rhythm. I do need to run some ads, so I'm going to run some ads, and then we'll wrap up, unless something pressing comes on. And we will start with...
Welcome, friends. I'm Bladed Thesis, and this is my tea house. Come join me every other Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time as we discuss Chinese culture, history, philosophy, and of course, martial arts. You can find me at youtube.com/BLADEDTH3SIS. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or the drink of your choice, and join the discussion.
Hi, this is Kat. Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see. And an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Well, folks, I'm going to be uploading a bunch of things onto DA as time permits. I need to get some lunch in me, and I need to hang out with Sandra. So, thank you so much for another lovely program. If you like what I'm doing, please consider supporting my channel. Please consider going to Amazon.com and buying my assorted books. And be sure to support the people I promote, because I promote really good people, and I try to be here for you guys. So if you haven't hit like, please do. Please share this around. And Miss Saren already has the image in the messenger where we normally talk. It will be up on DA in just a moment with a link to your YouTube channel. And with that, guys, keep creating, keep drawing, keep doing what you love, because you can always edit it. You can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. I will see you Friday for the next episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. Till then, toodles.